I met my friend who sits to my side now when we were in high school together. But one of the things that, well, the thing that brought us together was our shared love of the arts and the humanities, through music, through writing, through other expressions of art. So you find your friends early on in life, many times, based on your shared interests. That's been 12 or 35 years ago now, since that happened. Our friendship has grown and developed over the years, although our worlds are vastly different now than they were when things were maybe simpler in 1977. But after we finished with high school, Jay, I'll bullet point this. Undergraduate degrees in music and in film from Memphis State University.
Anything can be a story, but I think if we try to ratchet it up to what's a good story, what's a great story, then I apply more tests to that story.
You want to create an environment
where, because it is a collaborative medium. I mean, anyone that thinks it's not hasn't participated. As I like to believe, and I always say it at the very beginning of a movie, is if the craft service person, the person that brings me a banana in the morning, has an idea, I want to hear it. I want all ideas. I'd be crazy if I didn't want ideas, because I want to believe, and we should always want to believe, that we never turn down a good idea. But a good idea might be a great idea, but it might not be for that particular piece. And as a director, it is ultimately up to you to decide whether that idea works for the piece or not. Now, if I have time and if I have the opportunity, and it's not just going to throw 18 things off the track, an actor might say to me, I really would like to try this, I think it'll work, and if we have time, I'll say, let's do it. I'm not going to promise that I'll use it, but let's do it, because who knows, who knows. It could just be such genius. And there have been cases where I've gotten an idea and I didn't even want to try it, necessarily did it. It's like, man, am I glad we tried that, because that's great. You don't know what you're doing, and you're out there to learn, and that's the other key point that I would make. I mean, and I hope to never stop learning. I mean, I learned a tremendous amount of this last picture I just did, and I hope to always continue to learn, but you can't walk out there thinking that you know everything, because you don't, and hopefully you never will know everything.
Even when you're in charge.
Even when you're in charge. You better have a plan, but you got to be open to learning, because it's all about learning.
And one day I remember distinctly Jay calling up and said, I'm going to go to Columbia, and you're going with me. We're going to go up to Columbia, and we're going to spend a week there in New York City, and I'm going to apply to film school in Columbia. Which he did and was accepted.